Hello, I would like to acknowledge the 2020 Outstanding Volunteer Awards for the Northwest Territories. I would like to say congratulations to each and every one of the individuals that are receiving the award this year. And I would like to also acknowledge that the importance of the training and the quality of time that you have taken away from your families, and also to contribute extraordinary work throughout your communities. Thank you. Merci.
When she came and asked if she could share her talent of throat singing with the students, I thought this is a fantastic idea. She was able to promote culture, not only her own, but that of others, and it allowed the students to also see that it's okay to take risks and to try new things.
I'm also Inuit, and I wanted to start throat singing to see if I could learn a little bit more about my culture.
I was scared at first, but I'm like, okay, I'll do this.
She's really good at teaching.
This is from one of Anna's students. Her name is Stella. Anna, you have helped me find a new passion and learn more about my culture. I've really enjoyed practicing with the group. People like you who volunteer your time and work with youth on culture and identity are very important. It is really needed. Thank you for stepping up.
I've been throat singing since I was, I think, 3 when my auntie taught me when I was little. When I was little, I didn't have lots of like opportunity to learn Inuktitut and sewing and stuff, but like I knew I could learn how to throat sing. And so if there's little Inuit girls out there that were like me that can't learn Inuktitut or sewing or hunting or something, like living in Yellowknife, at least I can teach them how to throat sing.
Throat singing, I get to show how I feel about, like, for people. You helped us learn more.
I didn't expect anyone to actually show up. I didn't think that like it would work out and that I would have to find another project to do. But then I had a couple of young Inuit and Dene girls come to me and they were like, I would like to learn how to do this and I want you to be the one to teach us. It made me like deep inside happy because they were so eager.
Masi Cho, Anna, thank you for all that you have done for us.
Masi Cho, Anna. Masi Cho. Masi Cho, Anna.
Masi Cho, Anna, it was really fun having you to teach us.
I'm really passionate about living in the North and recognizing people who do good things for the people that live here. One thing I love about the North is the way that Northerners really seem to take care of each other, and I think that goes back to the cold, hard days of having to rely on each other to survive.
So it's been almost 10 years, 10 years in February that I moved up here. I moved for the adventure, had no job, just moved up, drove up here in February, and realized there was a place that you could do a ton of stuff.
One of the, I think, most striking things about Kayla's volunteerism is that she commits for a really long time. It's not about just helping out at an event. It's about committing to a board, committing to the long-term vision of the organization, but also, contributing to anything from long-term plans to getting down on our knees in the garden and pulling up the vegetables, or leading a dance class.
A big start in my volunteer life was volunteering for Victim Services for the Native Women's Association, so that was really important to me, and I did that up until I had a baby. And then also, once someone hears that you're really keen and interested in volunteering your time, you get ample amounts of opportunities. So I started volunteering with the Garden Collective, I think doing communications, things like that, maybe 6 years ago. And then just didn't stop, so that's how you end up being the chair. So I've been the chair now, I think, for 3 years. And in that also manage the Well-A-Day Garden, which I love to do.
A lot of Kayla's work sort of addresses the whole person, whether it be a physical aspect or emotional, mental aspect through dance, the gardening that certainly nourishes the soul in a lot of ways and provides, food for a lot of people that wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to access it.
When I saw, way back when, probably 8 years ago now, that there was an adult contemporary dance collective up here, I was very nervous to join. I don't have any real, professional background in that, but thought I'd give it a go. So I joined the collective and it's been amazing.
Kayla is a really great example of wanting to make change and then working really hard to pursue it.
He's done so much for the festival. I think he's served on the board. He's probably been staffed in some way in some points, but he knows the festival in and out, and his knowledge and help just means everything to us.
The early days, the festival, or what has become the festival, was very informal and very much like a festival jam rather than organized performers, and the Folk on the Rock site as it is now was very attractive as a beach, as a sand. So part of the initial involvement was motivated by children enjoying the beach and the parents enjoying the music. And we got involved in stages very early because unlike a concert, a festival is logistically challenging. and we found that we were able to contribute. And since it's largely a volunteer organization, often there was a rotation and change of staff, executive producers or executive directors, and we found that we were able also to contribute continuity as volunteers.
He's primarily acted as our stage manager for the last few years. However, he's been training his daughter, Cherie, pretty much since she was like 3 years old, to take over this role.
At the time she was born, I was main stage manager, so she grew up on main stage, backstage. She used to sleep on the instrument racks during the latter part of the performance. And growing up back there, she developed a passion very early.
Thank you so much for everything you've done. I mean, for me personally, kind of stepping into this role without really knowing what was going on at all, but also to, I would say, the festival and society on the whole. There's so much that we wouldn't have been able to accomplish or, even know about without you. So, I mean, thank you times a million. Can't wait to see you again soon and give you a big hug for everything you've done for the festival.
We enjoy doing it more, and it feels less like work.
So Inclusion NWT is here to provide service, direct service and support to individuals with disabilities and their families, so that they can live a fuller life in community, as full as possible.
This year has been different. This year has been unique in that how we provide our services has changed, but that we provide services hasn't changed.
We never stopped service. You can't do that when you're supporting individuals and families. It was a very difficult time for people, with schools stopping, with other services stopping. For many of the people we support, that routine and daily structure is really critical.
I think the primary goal of the board was to support the staff. And I think all of our energy this year, instead of doing our other activities that the board normally does, I think we've hunkered down and just focused on getting the staff what they need to do to get the job done. Just figuring it out step by step and in unconventional ways to see how we can make sure that we're a success and that our clients are all taken care of.
Our board comes together regularly, and they've done an amazing job of, we sort of present all the things that are happening, and we'd like to go and do this, and we'd like to go and do that, and we think this is where our gap is. They'll help us with identifying things that they hear in the community, and then they really help us to just go and find other things. So it's been really great to have their support through this, and of course they have really acknowledged the extra work of the staff. I've got staff that work 12-hour days for 3 months straight and 6 days a week. So they have acknowledged that in a couple of ways that I really, really appreciate that. And the staff appreciate that we acknowledge that it was above and beyond. It wasn't just something that you should have to do.
This is a fantastic award, actually. I'm very pleased. I'm glad that this board is getting it, and I think I'd actually prefer to give this award to the staff as well, but I know it's a volunteer award, so we'll take it on their behalf.
It continues to be a challenge. Every day's a challenge. 44 below is a really challenge, but yeah, so we just keep going because families and individuals, they really appreciate the services, they really want the services.